G'day, Tragic here, and welcome back. This is the next turn, baby. Let's go. Let's get straight into this. I don't think there was any corrections from last game. I think I did a great turn. I seem to, well, actually, I did a lot of, I did a lot of bad things, but I sort of corrected them while I was playing. No one said in the comments of anything wrong, so I'm just going to go straight into the next turn. First thing I'm going to do though is I bought these new dice. And I'm going to use these as sanity and health markers just because I find using dice numbers a lot easier than having tokens everywhere. This will also give me an ability to quickly evaluate exactly how bad the sanity situation is, because we have a number of issues with our sanity. So he's got 3, 4, 5 sanity out of 5. So he's actually at full sanity, which is good. 3, 4, 5. I much prefer using dice just because it's so much easier to read. So we've got 3, 4. Here we've got 3, 4, 5, another 5. He's also at full sanity. Here, blammo. She's got 4, so she's quite low. She starts with 7. This dude's only got 1 sanity. That is horrendous. Fix that immediately. This dude has 3 sanity. That's pretty low as well. He does have 2 clues. It's very nice. And this dude here has 4 sanity. Nice. Okay, so that's 3, 4, 5 health. So doing quite well with that dude. 3, 4, 5 health here as well. 4 health on girly girl. 4 health on this dude. God, that 1 sanity is very scary. We have a horrible sanity sucking old one here. So it's bad news that he's only got 1 sanity. We have another 5 health here. And finally 3 health here. Oh, so much neater. That's what I like. Bit of neatness. Okay, let's get into this. Now, issues. Now, for starters, I want to address why it's taking me so long to do these games. As you know, my channel kind of went on hiatus for a long time because there was a huge changes in my personal life. And those changes haven't gone away. I'm just trying to make time for my hobbies again. And I just can't do like 2 or 3 turns in a week like I used to. So I'm trying to aim for 2 turns a week, but it may be 1 turn a week like it has been recently, particularly when I'm busy. So we'll just have to deal with that. Now, problem. We have a horrible epic monster here with the zombie horde that are taking over Arkham. Good old Arkham. We have London over here has this horrible beast. That's actually part of our final, whatever you call it. You know what I'm trying to say? Oh, this thing here. Rumor that we have to, I don't know what they call it in this game. They call them rumors in Arkham Horror, but this thing here, to finish that, we need to kill this monster, which is an epic monster. And he's pretty hardcore. Yeah, he's a real problem. The big problem though, for us long term, I mean for the short term, beg your pardon, is that this monster, even though we need to kill that, you know, that's a gradual thing that's going to take a couple of turns. But look here, the Mystic Gate is actually in London with him. Now you can't activate location abilities while there's a monster in play. And we basically need to activate that Mystic Rune as much as possible so we're able to control the Omen track here. Without controlling that track, we're in for a bad time. Right, so that's basically all we got. And the other thing is we need to kill this horrible monster here. Like we've really neglected our monster killing. Okay, so let's get into this. Starting with, where is he? Yeah, starting with, here he is over here in Tokyo. So we're going to stay in Tokyo and we're going to do the Tokyo effects. Because if we look at Tokyo, it actually says defeat monsters as the reward. So we basically want to do Tokyo over here. The thing is, we also really need to deal with these guys here. So I think what we're actually going to do is go for a asset test. So his acquire action has 3, 4. So we're going to roll 4 die and see what happens. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. We get 1 success. Okay, not good. But actually, 1 success is all we really need because what we're going to get is this card here. Oh, it costs 2. Oh, I thought it would cost 1. Okay, so he's going to use his ability, which is hard-boiled. If you spend a clue to re-roll a die, you may re-roll up to 2 die instead. And we've also got the camera, which says When you spend a clue, you may gain 1 clue. So what that means is we can spend this clue and we just get it back. So it's like a free clue and we get 2 dice instead of 1. So we're going to roll 2 other die. Come on. And there we go, there's the second. Okay, so we grab this sucker, yoink. When you gain this card, immediately move to any space of your choice, then discard this card. We are going to move to here. Now, you know what I should have done? I should have started, okay, we're going to actually change our turn order. This guy here is going to go first. I'm going to keep that roll and keep that thing, but we'll just put this back in here. First thing he's going to do is going to use his ability to discard this card, and out comes the new card. Okay, so this card here is the one that the other guy bought, so that's not going to change. So I'll just put that back there to remind me. And then for his action, he's going to move. He's going to take, he's on a city space, there is a boat. He's going to take a ticket, a boat ticket. And then he's going to go 1, 2 into Tokyo. Now Akachi, she's here. She's going to do a rest action and then she's going to move in here with 1 move. So that gives her plus 1 sanity, 1 health. Now this boy up here is in a lot of trouble. He's definitely going to do a rest action, some kind of heal. So he's going to take a focus token and he's going to do a rest action. Well, actually no. What was that? That was at 1 and this was at 4. Actually, you know what we're going to do? There's this very cool card here. Where is it? Wait, I discarded the wrong card. This is the card I drew out. This is the card I meant to discard, the Rackwood's Foot. Oops. Okay, so here's the card that we want to get, which is, it's a 2 value. Can we get that? That's what we really badly need. Actually, he can't even do that because he's in a wilderness space, so he can't even do that. Ugh. Okay, back to the original plan. He gets a focus and he just does a rest action. Oh, it just seems like a brutally bad turn. I'm not going to take the focus. I'm going to do a move. He's going to move 1 up here. Now there's a clue, a gate, and a monster here. So there's a lot going on there. Okay, this guy here is going to move here. And then as he is at a city location, he's going to do an acquire asset action. Now his thing is actually only 1. It's very, very low, but he does have this thing here. You may add 1 die when resolving an influence test. When you perform an acquire asset action, you may add 1 to the result of 1 die. Flip this card before acquiring cards. So on the back it says, silver-tongued. You have made it clear that you know what it is you want, and that is what you expect to get. Exactly that. You may resolve the following effect before or after acquiring cards from the reserve. Choose ally, service, or weapons. Discard 1 card from the reserve and replace it with 1 random asset from the deck that has the chosen trait. Then flip this card. He's got 1 influence, so we're taking 2 dice because of that card. And let's go. Yablamo. We get nothing. Now the card does actually say we can add 1 to the result of 1 die, but this is a 3 and a 2, which means even if one of them was a 4, it's still not a success. So that is a horribly bad roll. He's going to take a debt condition though. That gives him 2. And he's going to take the kerosene. Oh, debt condition, no, we're not going to do it. We're just going to have to chalk that up to a bad roll. Then he's also going to use his ability to discard this, which gets redrawn. That wasn't a particularly good move. And this bloke here, he is going to do a rest action and then move here as well. So that gives him a 4, and this 2 a 5. And then finally, we do this guy's turn where he ends up here. which means that this gets taken and a new card comes out. Okay, so starting with our man in Tokyo, one of these purple cards. I do remember how to play this game. You learn that the original sword of Kusangi no Tsusuri, whatever, was lost. You search a historical text to locate it. Do a lore test. So his lore is 3. He has nothing that helps him, so he gets to roll 3 dice. Yeah, blammo. We get 3 successes. Look at that. 555, baby. Booyah! That is a mega success. If you pass, you find a lead. Gain 1 treasure map unique asset. Treasure map unique asset. What the hell is that? Okay, I found it. It's always the last card you look in. Last bit of the deck you look in. Trinket. When you gain this card from the deck, place 1 random clue face up on this card. After resolving a location encounter or expedition counter on that space, flip this card. Ooh. Okay, so it's basically like a new courier run. Let's grab a clue. Oh, I'll be somewhere really close to him. It is space 9, which is up here, miles away from him. That's not cool. Oh, wait, no, that goes on the card. And we'll put a thing there. And bam. Well, that didn't hurt any of the monsters. So that's not cool. Our next is this bloke. First thing he has to do is battle this monster. He's only got 2 sanity, so this is not good. So the backer key has, we need to do a mind test, and it's just 1 sanity loss if we fail. So his sanity is 3 and he is blessed. That's why I thought this wasn't too much of a risk. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, blammo. That is a double pass. Nice. Now he has to do a strength test and he needs 2 to kill. 2 successes. So he's got so many cards. Surely he has weapons here. For starters, he's got 3 strength because that's been improved. Oh, I wish, you know what I should have done? Oh, look at this. He has the handcuffs. God, I'm an idiot. Handcuffs defeat a monster automatically by spending a focus if it's got 2 or less health. So I could have taken a focus, then moved, then killed this guy instantly. I'm an idiot. God, that's what you get for not reading the cards. Okay, so he's got the shotgun, which gives us +3 during combat, and they're exploding dice. So 6s count for 2s. So he is 3 + 3 is 6. He's blessed. So this should be a win. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. We only need 2 successes. Blammo. There's 1 success, 2 success on a 4 and a 5. So we just scrape in. Okay. And check this out. If you defeat this monster during a combat encounter, you may lose 1 sanity and move 3 spaces. We are not going to do that. We are going to stay there. Now I play a variant where I actually discard the monsters, just because there's so many monsters, it just increases the monster variety. I think technically you're supposed to go back in the cup, but now, I mean, look at this. That whole bowl is just full of monsters. I'd rather see some than possibly get the same one again. Okay, next. This bloke here is in a cityscape. Yonk. A local politician blames you for several murders and kidnappings. People have been convinced to find and punish you. You try to reason with them, do a influence test. Oh God, his influence is like 1. Yeah, so his influence is 1. Now he does have silver tongued, but I think that only counts for asset acquisition. So that's not good. So we have 1 dice. Looking for a success. Come on. We can do this. We can do this, baby. Come on, 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 come on. Blam! Oh! Oh yeah. That's what I like to see. there's no positive effect. If you fail, something happens. Otherwise, it's we just get away, I guess. Whew, still awesome roll. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do his, he has to do a, okay. He beat the monster, which now means he can either do one of these two things. I think he's gonna do the clue. Yeah, he's gonna do the clue. And the reason is, clues seem to use investigation. He has 4 investigation. So he's on a city space. A mysterious traveler wordlessly looks you up and down. Do a influence -1. Okay, so his influence is a good 3, so that we get to roll a good 4. We get to roll 3 dice. He is blessed. Blammo! We get 2 successes. Nicely passed. We pass on a 4 as well. Go blessed. If you pass, the traveler joins your entourage without explanation. Gain 1 character unique asset. Okay, so the clue actually stays where it is, and we gain a unique character asset. So I have these 3 big piles. So let's go to the middle pile. Yonk. Let's give it a cut. There's a character. Bam. Is it a character? No, that's a task. Character, here we are. Bam. Professor Rice. When you gain this card, from the deck gain 1 relic. Oh my God, could that be more perfect? After resolving an expedition counter or a mystic rune counter, gain 1 clue. Oh, Professor Rice, you gorgeous, gorgeous man. Who is this again? That was this bloke here. So, first we need to gain a relic, but remember we have the mystery, the current mystery says, oh, if you would gain an artifact, not a relic. Ugh, okay. So where are relics, where do you get relics from? I think that's a unique asset, right? Let's go to the big pile this time. We'll just grab it from the bottom, put that in there. Oh, relic. First one is a relic. Magical relic. When you perform a rest action, the spirits of the dead whisper to you, do a -1 mind test. If you pass, flip this card. Okay, it's pretty awesome. More stuff for him. Look at all that crap he has. No wonder I miss things. Okay, next. We did him out of order, so it's his turn. He is actually here. I don't know why he was down there. He's going to do the gate. So, gates. Where's the gate deck? Over here. Bam. City of the Great Race. So the Yithians, baby. One of the other Yithians claimed to be an ancient Egyptian warrior in the army of Senefru, who drove Neferin-Ka into hiding. Oh, isn't that who we're fighting? I think some Egyptian god is running havoc in the London Library at the moment on the board. You ask him to tell you the secrets of his struggles against the Dark Pharaoh. Do a influence test. So his influence is 1. That's terrible. What's he got here? Anything that can help him? Okay, so he's got this guy here, actually. You may add 1 success to your test result when resolving an influence test. Oh, it's during an acquire asset action. Doesn't help us. Right, so he's got nothing to help him, but he is blessed. So he gets to roll 1 blessed die. So this is a 50-50 chance. 50-50. 50-50. Come on. Come on! That's a miss. Ah, oh, bullshit. The warrior does not trust you and casts some ancient spell against you. Do a mind test. Okay, his mind is a lot better. His mind is 4 plus... No, that's it. So he doesn't have anything else, but he is +4. So that gives him 4 blessed dice. We should definitely pass this one, right? Bam. There's 2 successes on a 6 and a 4. If you pass, the warrior is impressed and insists that the Yithians return you. Close this gate. Excellent. Okay, so I get to close the gate regardless of that failure. Now this bloke's turn. Okay, he has to fight this big monster. For starters, it's a mind test, does 2 damage. So he does have this sucker here, which says, Moxie, you may re-roll 1 die when resolving a mind test. So he has 3 mind. He is not blessed or anything, which means this is a 50-50 chance. Come on, ya blammo. We get 1 success, perfect. Now, it's a strength -1, To kill him, we need 8 damage, which is impossible. But, so we're going to take 3 damage here, but hopefully we can get some decent damage on him. So for a weapon, he has, for starters, he's got 4 strength. He also has this thing. What's this say? Roll 1 additional dice when resolving a strength test in a combat encounter. You may re-roll 1 die when resolving a strength test. So we have 5 strength, minus 1 is 4. We've already used the camera. We have the Beretta, which is plus 3 strength. So total is, we have 3 plus 3 is 6 strength, plus we have a 3 re-roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, come on. Oh, what have we got here? Beautiful. 1, 2, 3 hits. That's excellent. Plus we get a re-roll. That's a miss. So 3 hits. Not bad though. So for starters, he gets, what else does it say here? If you lose health from a strength test, gain a hypothermia condition. Okay. So he gets 3 hits. It takes him down to 2 health. Hallucinations, close. Oh, it's always the last part of the last deck you look in. There it is, hypothermia, found it. When you perform a rest action, you cannot recover health. Roll 1 die. On a 4, 5, or 6, discard this card. If you would gain another hypothermia condition, flip this card instead. Okay, so basically he can't fight again until he gets rid of that. Don't want to get 2 of them. Right. So that goes here. And we knocked 3 health off that, which means this guy has 5 health left. I think I've forgotten something here. I forgot to do her go. So let's have a look at this monster. What's her combat like? She has a combat of 2. She also has the ritual dagger, which gives a I'm going to fight this guy. So for starters, we have to do a mind test. And that is, she's got 4 mind. Come on. That's a pass, another 3 hit. And now she's doing a strength test. So she has 2 strength, plus she's got the ritual dagger, which gives her another 2 strength, I think that says. Yes, 2 strength. So that means she gets, there's no negative marker on this, so that's another 4 dice. And we need 2 hits for this one. 2, ya blammo. Okay, so that actually is a miss. We only get 1 hit. That's annoying. Oh, I was absolutely certain I was going to beat that monster. I can't even find out where I put the token. Here it is. So, bam, has 1 health left and does 1 damage. Okay. Right, I think that's all right. Let's do the next one. Trying to speed up my turns a little here. So hopefully I haven't made too many mistakes. Okay, so first thing we do is move the Omen track, then we have a Monster Surge, then we have Clue Spawn. Omen track moves. We do have a Comet Gate, so Doom track moves by 1. We have a Monster Surge. Now there's only 2 gates here, so we have, okay, we have a Werewolf. He's no cool. He's got physical resistance. Ugh. Okay, so he's very hard to kill. We also have a Mummy. When this appears, move it to the pyramids. So, is that in shot? Yeah, so he goes down here with the other Mummy. Let's grab another 2. Okay, so we get a Crazed Mob. Oh, God. This also has a horrible... Oh, God, look at this. It has an influence test to beat. No, an influence test to beat the mind. And then we have a -3 strength test. Wow. Oh, no, if we pass the influence test, defeat this monster. Okay, so we can basically talk the mob down. That's awesome. And next... Oh, it's the Hounded Tenderloss, my favorite monster from Arkham Horror. How cool. What's he like in this one? Same effect basically. So he's got a common effect we'll deal with later. He's not too hard to kill. And he spawns over here. Boom. And yeah, boom. Finally, we have another 3 clues. Now, the 6 clues and there's a problem thing doesn't happen anymore because we've already resolved the other half of that test. So don't have to worry about that. We get Shanghai. Bam. We get, okay, this is a weird one. It's not a normal looking thing. I think it's from an expansion. It says Frozen Waste. So I think that's from the expansion. So we'll just chuck that out and grab a new one. Goes to space 7. And the final one, it says the Bent Pyramid, which is also an expansion. So we'll just draw another one. This one says the Moon. Let's get another one. This one goes to 4. Bam. The man in the suit slides the contract across the desk. We've spoken to the police and the custom agents and all the necessary payments have been made. If you will just sign this, indicating that you understand your obligations, you may be on your way. His assistant places a pen in your hand. Legitimate banking. The lead investigator gains a debt condition. If the lead investigator already has a debt condition, he resolves a reckoning effect on that card, treating all die rolls as 1s. Lead investigator this turn was this bloke here. He does not have a debt condition. So let's just find another, there's one. Okay, bam. And that, my friends, is the end of that. God, how many turns have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I've got plenty of turns. 10 turns to go. Okay. Okay, so the edit is done and there was quite a few mistakes towards the end there. So I'm actually going to do a couple little corrections right now and try and head off some of that on the pass. Now, for starters, with silver tongued or whatever, it actually, you have to do like a named thing. So basically it says choose ally, service or weapon. Then you discard 1 card and replace 1 random asset from the deck that has that trait. So when we did that, we just drew this. So I'm going to put that back in the deck. I'll just splice that in here somewhere. Now, we're going to name a service. Oh, yeah, what's this item? That's the one I just put in. I put it upside down, shuffled, and then it was at the top. How's that? Okay, so we're going to go for a service. Service, there we are. Boom, delivery service. Okay, so that's one little correction. Now, one of the big errors was with this guy's combat. We actually calculated his combat at, oh, by the way, that is supposed to be a plus strength, not a negative. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so this was actually 4 strength plus 3 from the gun, right? Plus another one. So he had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it was actually also a -1 from the monster. So we had 7 dice to roll, not 6. So we rolled 1 less die. So we're just going to roll that die and hopefully get an extra hit on that monster. So the upshot of that correction is that we just rolled 1 dice too few. So with any luck, we'll get another hit here. You blammo, and we don't. Okay, enough of that. Now the big error was over here. Now this has a knock-on effect. So basically, when I was doing the turn, I was reading the back of the Cho-Cho monster incorrectly. So it is 1 damage to kill, 2 damage if you fail. So we actually rolled 1 damage. So we killed this monster completely. So this monster's dead. So die monster. And what that also means is that she would have had a chance to close this gate, which changes the doom track movement, and changes the monster surge. So we're going to actually try and close that gate now and see what happens. So let's grab that card and see what it is. Lost Corsica. The thick fog is rolling in from Lake Harley, making it impossible to see. You try to navigate your way through the mist to find the doorway back into your world. Do an observation test. Okay, so she has an observation of 2, and she has no help, but she does have this thing here called Composed. Now this says when resolving a test, if you do not roll any 1s, you may re-roll all of your dice. Now this sounds to me like you re-roll until you have at least 1 1, or it only happens once. I'm not sure. I really should look that up. But it just says when you resolve a test, if you do not roll any 1s, you may re-roll all of your dice. It doesn't say only do it once. It's not an action. I think you just keep rolling. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, so we have 2 dice and we're trying to get a pass on a observation. So it's 2 dice. Yablamo. We get no 1s, so we can roll again. Yablamo. And this time we get a pass. Perfect. Voices in the fog whisper secrets to you. Gain 1 clue. You find the doorway, but it's sealed by a yellow sign. Do a mind test. Okay, so she gains a clue. That is a real clue. So, boom, it's not an expansion clue. Now, she does have 4 mind, plus she has the map of the ley lines, which gives her +1 mind. And we get 1 die re-roll on a failure. So we have basically 6 dice here in a way. So we should pass this. We have 5 die. So that's 4 from her base power, and we have 1 from the ley line. That's right, isn't it? Yep. And we're looking for 1 thing. Yablamo. So we get 2 successes. Nice. If you pass without fear, close this gate. So a number of things happen. For starters, the gate is closed. That means the doom track never moved. That also means that the monster surge didn't happen in the same way. Basically, the mummy and the werewolf were the first monsters drawn. So they go down here, and the hound and the mob gets discarded back to the box. And in addition, we now have 3 gates. So her personal story is satisfied. Basically, if there are 3 gates on this card, discard this card and gain the Earth Speaks. Yonk. And this says, when you gain this card, improve law and mind. So she improves her mind, law, beg your pardon, and she improves her mind. Then it says, when you close a gate during the otherworld encounter, spawn 2 clues. So she's now a clue machine. What do I do with these gates? Are these discarded now? I think they are. Just going to add them to the discard pile. And then, of course, we have her special ability, which says, when you close a gate during the otherworld encounter, you may move to any space containing a clue or a gate. So she is going to teleport from Istanbul and come down here to Buenos Aires, where the werewolf is, which she can skip using her spell. Okay, so there were all the last minute corrections I'm going to do. Now we're going to get into this. We are still in quite a lot of trouble. This guy's got hypothermia, so he's got to get out of there. This guy and this guy, I want them to both go into London. I want to try and kill that monster and get this Mystic Gate application done so we can skip any movement towards the blue gates and get hit by the monster over here if we hit this blue gate. in the Omen track. The other thing is, maybe, you know what? I'm actually not going to send her to Buenos Aires. Instead, I'm going to send her to this clue in Shanghai, and then she's going to move into Tokyo and try and kill one of those, get monster damage. Okay, so that is the end of this turn, and I will see you guys next